24 of the regular season of the Immortals. Here on YouTube, we have, as per Twitter poll, nearly 100 votes. About 35%, 36% voted for this game. St. Louis versus Boston. The Bruins coming into this game, struggling to start the season with a poor 3-4-2 record so far. St. Louis cruising on all cylinders, 8-2. And we have Curtis Joseph in net. And Tuukka Rask will get the start in net for the Boston Bruins. Both teams on the front end of back-to-backs. St. Louis will take on Detroit tomorrow night. And Boston will take on the New York Rangers. Oates, Tarasenko, and Hull start for St. Louis. Bergeron, Marchand, and Pasternak back start for the Bruins. No Ray Bourque. No Charlie Coyle for the Bruins. Both out due to injury. Set to return near the end of October. Here's Hull right off the start, beating McAvoy out from the corner and walking out into the slot and testing Rask early. There we have a look at Chris Pronger in the lineup. As far as injuries for the Blues, Bernie Federko, the only one out so far, and the Bruins win the draw. And here's Marchand now skating into the St. Louis zone. Toe drag gets it right in front. Joseph makes a couple of stops there, and Blues take it the other way and turn it over. Back comes Bergeron quickly from Boston. Gives it to Marchand, side of the net. Back behind the net, tries to center it. And Peter Angelo gives it to Tarasenko. And he comes up along the wing. Stops along the boards. Give and go with Peter Angelo. Gets a better position. Shoot! Rebound. Oates can't get it away. Here's Hull now with it. Spins. Gives it to Tarasenko in the slot. Knocked off of his stick. And Pasternak comes back for Boston. To McAvoy. Pinching in. McAvoy tries to center it. Can't get it through Pronger. He gives it to Hull and he clears. Gets it into the corner. Tries to center it. Tarasenko spins and gets a shot away. But it didn't end up being too dangerous of a shot. And Rask catches it and makes the save. So we have another look at that early chance by Oates off of the deflection. But Rask quickly comes across and makes the save. Kick back to Jackman, one-timer! Cross-ice pass there. And Rask read that one and makes the save. There's Tarasenko, leading scorer thus far for the St. Louis Blues in the season. Ray Bourque, the leading scorer for the Bruins, and like I said, he's out so far. In this game, he will not be in. Here's a shot that goes wide and turned back the other way. Here's Federko in the lineup. Federko along the boards. In front, and that's turnover. Ari leads the charge back. 3 Bruins out into the St. Louis zone. Krejci, stick handles! And puts that one into the armpit of Joseph. No rebound. Rick Middleton there. You can see the leader, de facto leader for this team in the absence of Ray Bourque. St. Louis wins the defensive zone draw. The pass is deflected all the way back down into Boston territory, and Hodge goes back to collect it, gets it away to Shen. Rebound in front, Schwartz! Oh, what a stop by Rask! A desperation acrobatic type of dive across as that puck was deflected. Makes a great stop to keep this scoreless. Oh, Middleton. Here's Hodge now. He skates it away to Prentice. Back to Hodge across the blue line. Skates it into the circle. Kakaro at the line. Shot is blocked. Prentice knocked off of his stick to the boards. And Schwartz gets it to Tkachuk. And across the line. Dunn. Looking low to Tkachuk. And Middleton takes it away from him before he can redirect it. And back into St. Louis territory, into the slot! Nice shot by Prentice and a good save by Joseph. Falk Now to Tkachuk. Cross line being watched there closely by Carlo, but he gets away from him, but then gives it away to Middleton. Gives it to Case. Case gives it away. Curley, though, picks up his puck. There's another blocker stop by Joseph. Into the corner. Curley has the rebound. Looking back to the point, but it's intercepted. And St. Louis works it out of the zone and dumps it in, making changes. Chara behind the net. Kicked up the boards. Intercepted right in front! Oh, that was a dangerous chance that was just put wide there. And a horrible turnover there. And it results in a great chance. Dunlop, Brower, and McMillan out for St. Louis. Krejci, Busick, and Neely, the forward trio for the Bruins. And away they skate. Here's Broom. Here's Neely. Off the goalpost, the outside of the goalpost, though. And Dunlop controls at center for St. Louis. Approaching the 10-minute mark of the first period, and we are going to have our first penalty. I think it's Perron that's going to go off for a hook. Here's Busick controlling. Skates it into the corner, fires it back to Chara, to Bergeron off of the bench. The extra man is out. Busick to Chara. Cross ice, Neely. And they work it around. Eventually, it ends up on a Blues stick. And the whistle blows. And it is Perron going off as we have a look at the infraction on the replay. So at the 9:57 mark, Boston will get the first power play of the game in the scoreless tilt in Boston. Blues can't clear it. One-timer scores! Oh, St. Louis tried to get it out and got deflected. Ended up on the stick of Krejci. He fed it down to Marchand, who fed it back up to him, and he one-times it past Curtis Joseph. And the Bruins have taken the lead here on the power play. Who's to say how a man should spend his day? Krejci, 1-0, Boston. Yeah, as you can see there, just turned over. Krejci gets the feed right in the wheelhouse. And as Joseph was following the play around in his crease, he's finally in a position to give up enough room to get that puck past him. Krejci his third. St. Louis wins the ensuing face-off, and Pronger, his pass misses and rolls all the way back past the red line, and back comes Pasternak now to Bergeron. Drops it for McAvoy, skating into the slot. Nice block shot there by Pietrangelo to Hull across the line. Hull dumps it in behind the net. Pietrangelo pinching down deep, can't get to it though. Maybe a mistake there. Hull dumps it back down as he turns it over. Tarasenko in a battle behind the net with McAvoy. Neither one gets control of it. Tarasenko does. Finally gets it out in front to Hull, but he can't get a shot away. Back to the point to Pronger. Tarasenko to Pronger. Spins, fires it down low. Tarasenko behind the net. Taken away, and Bergeron goes to the Marchand, and away comes Boston. 2 Bruins against 3 Blues. Oh, and somehow that cross-ice pass gets through Pronger, and Costa gets it into the pads of Joseph, but it was pretty harmless. And Joseph hangs on as we have a look here at maybe a hit by Oates that I didn't get a chance to see earlier on Bergeron as that play turned up ice quickly. St. Louis with a good shift there, some good pressure. Still no score. Here's Tkachuk to Jackman to Shen, out to center to Schwartz, and across the line he's met there by Chara, knocked off the puck. And Chara, long lead pass, here's Case, gets past his man, up against Jackman, can't get to the net. And now it's back at the line. Ari bounced pass down the boards. Now here's Ari again to Chara. Skates into the slot on his backhand. Circles into the corner. Tries to feed it to Case for the one-timer, but he whiffs and gets deflected, actually. There's a shot right and tight, and a nice stop by Joseph on the short side. Tkachuk to Schwartz. Tries to go inside out on Chara, but he's seen that move before once or twice, I think. And it's cleared out to center. Done. Across the line. To Kachuk to Shin. From the slot, a wrister. And Rask makes the save and hangs on for the whistle. 4:47 left. First period. Still 1-0. Boston. And they win the draw. Fedorko turns it over. Riley right in front. Perron fishing for the rebound. And he could not corral it. Nice rebound control there by Rask. Fedorko will take the draw again, this time against Fergus. Fergus ties him up. Middleton comes in to get up the garbage, but Perron wins that battle. He has it in the slot, and that one's off the post on the blocker side. Fedorko with the rebound feeds Perron again, back to Dunn. Down low, Fedorko tries to give it to Perron, but it's taken away, and Prentice now skates away. Tries to stick handle past his man, and it's knocked off of his stick, and O'Reilly turns it back up ice to Perron. Stick handling along the boards into the corner to Fedorko. Oh, pass is picked off. Here's Prentice with a step on Dunn. Neely with him. Drops it back to Hodge. Run-timer scores! Krejci! His second of the game. Act up from northwest, east, south. 2-0 Boston. Now it looked like a dangerous rush all the way up the ice, and Hodge Sr., you're kind of wondering where that puck was going to end up as passes were flying around where you didn't think they should be going. But apparently they knew what the hell was going on. Krejci on the far side post. No chance for Joseph. 2-0. Krejci has 4 on the year now. Hodge Sr. and Prentice will get the assist. Dunlop comes in. For St. Louis to McMillan in the slot. And Boston here surprising St. Louis maybe. With this early lead here in the first period. Carlo to Krejci. Back to Hodge. Hodge tries to get it down low. Busick turns it over. There's Pietrangelo now controlling. And he'll just take it up himself. Gets the job done. Oh, one-timer by Prowler in the slot. Pietrangelo finds him pitching down low. I mean, last guy expected to be in the slot was the second defenseman, really, for the Blues. Nice save, though, by Rasko. Tarasenko, short side. Test on Rask, but A+. It was Chara, Neely. Last minute of the first period, Neely. Cross ice to Chara. Rebound. Krejci to Neely. Here's Neely. Gets tripped up by Pronger. There's going to be a penalty. And things are not getting better for St. Louis at this point. Excuse me. We have a look there at the penalty. Good forecheck by Neely causes the penalty. And we have another power play for Boston. 34 seconds left in the first period. O'Reilly ties up, scores! Marchand! Oh, sorry, Pasternak! Third goal of the first period. Pasternak's third goal of the season. You know we're on each other's team. 3-0 Boston. You see, look at the replay, tied off of the draw. Marchand feeds it over to Pasternak. It was just kind of, as I said, you see that a lot here on the EA Sports, especially with the guy who's got that opposite hand there on the wing. He'll just glide over to that face-off circle off the face-off draw, and you feed it over to him for the one-timer. And a lot of times that'll beat the goalie, and it does there. It's 3-0 Boston. Shocker here. Oh man. Who got level there? I hear more bodies flying. I didn't see them. I can't see them here on the screen. Oh, that's another injured player. That's Krug, I think, going off for Boston. We'll have to have a look at his status here as the second period will start. But nonetheless, even with a bit of bad news there at the end of that period, Boston couldn't have asked for a better start to this one. A game like this against a team like this could turn your season around if they keep this momentum up. It's 3-0 after the first. Really, it hasn't been a matter of who's been sharper. Both teams about the same shots on goal. Boston is 2 for 2 on the power play, so I guess that might be a really big, well, that's a key to this game so far, in my opinion. Joseph has not been horrible. The goals have just gone in. There's Krug out on the ice to take that face-off to start the second period. Good sign as we saw him limping off at the end of the first. As action is underway, Hull carries it in, and it's offside. Get an early whistle. Krejci, yes, 2 goals in that first period. He did not have both power play goals. Pasternak had the other power play goal. A little bit of fettuccine. Marchand loses the puck. Oh, Pietrangelo turns it over to Pasternak, who gives it to Bergeron. Spinning along the boards, gets down deep into the corner to Pasternak. Bumped off the puck by Pietrangelo. And back comes Tarasenko. Tarasenko skates it into the slot. Pronger shoots. A lot of bodies there, and it hits one of them and rolls to the boards and cleared by Boston. Pasternak knocked off the puck by Pronger as he clears center the blue line. And Busick takes it away from Pronger. They exchange turnovers in front of the net. And Boston trying to work it around. Krejci scores! Hat trick! David Krejci! Now is the time we need to share. So find yourself. We'll take you there. 4-0 Boston. 3 goals for David Krejci. Oh, glove side, and you got to be wondering if Joseph is going to be staying in that net very long now. That looked like a goal that was scored on a goalie with no confidence. That just beat him clean on the glove side. Nobody's really in front. Wrist shot from the high slot. Not a real laser beam, but it beats him. Joseph still in the net as this puck is dropped. 4-0. Shocker here. Chara across the line. Into the corner. Feeds it back to the point. Ari worked around. Busick with a knuckleball backhand flipper from the circle. Joseph will gladly make that save. 16:31 left, second period. St. Louis needs to turn this sucker around fast if they want to have a chance of getting any points in this game. Here is Chara. Loose puck battle won. And the Bruins bring it in. Chara. Short side misses the net. Middleton. Oh, one-timer. That's off the post. Fergus comes close. Perron in front, having trouble handling it in front of Joseph, but eventually does corral it. And Jackman skates it away, gives it to Fedorko. To Schwartz, back to Fedorko. Into the corner. Watched by Hodge. Turned over. Fergus now. Speeds away into the blue zone. Into the corner. Back to the point to Hodge. Middleton back to Hodge. Back to Middleton. Drops to Carlo. Middleton in the Holly slot on the backhand. Can't find a lane. Carlo. Prentice. Oh, Fergus! Spins and can't quite get a shot away clean from that sharp angle. And it ends up in the pads of Joseph. Shed, Kachuk, and Schwartz out. Curley, Case. They are out for Boston along with O'Reilly. And the puck is turned over and St. Louis clears. Schwartz to Shed. Wrist shot, pad save, kick save. Nice stop there, and it's kicked right out to O'Reilly, who dumps it in. Here's Falk behind the net. Knocked off the puck, but it bounces to a blue. And here's Dunlop to Falk. Taken away by O'Reilly as he tries a wrist shot. McAvoy skates it away. Has some speed and maybe a lane, but cut off. Case though tries to go short side. And then I stop there by Joseph. 3 Blues break away. Brower Loses his momentum, gives it to Dunlop, back to Brouwer though. Blues do control it. Here's Brouwer! Gets it tight, but Rask makes himself bigger in net and makes the stop, no rebound. Goaltending has not been a problem for Boston this year. It's been the lack of goal scoring that has hurt the Bruins. Here's Brouwer though. Skates across the slot, gets a shot away, but Rask with him the whole way. As I was saying, it's really the lack of goal scoring that has hurt the Bruins. The leading scorer so far through the first 9 games was Bork with 9 points, but he's out. Next closest is Middleton with 6. Brouwer. Shot goes way wide, and Neely picks up the bounce off the end boards and gives it to Busick. One-on-one with Pietrangelo. Neely drives the net, gets tied up there. A wrist shot into the glove of Joseph, and he snags it. So this 4-goal outburst by Boston almost halfway through this game is quite a surprise, considering St. Louis is near the top of the league in both goals against and goals for. And face off one back. Ari's pass is deflected all the way back down behind Rask. Tarasenko first to it, pinned though by Chara. Yeah, kicks it to Hull. Oates' wrist shot is blocked and deflects to Neely's stick. He skates it all the way in against Parayko. Gets past Parayko. Around behind the net. One-timer, Krejci. Shooting from everywhere. Tarasenko to Hull, to Oates. Back to Hull. Wrist shot tries to go 5-hole, but Rask solid in net. Awesome with the rebound control, I must say as well. Pretty impressed with that so far. Federico Perron, Ryan O'Reilly will have their chance. A nice save there off the face-off, and back comes Hodge. One-timer, whoa, by Bergeron, and that was a dangerous-looking shot. Marchand gets it taken away, there's a rebound, 2 whacks by Pasternak, and he can't get it past the pad of Joseph. Federico to Jackman, to O'Reilly, to Perron, can't get past Hodge, oh! I think it's Pasternak that got run over, and he is okay, he's back up and in the rush. Cut up slowly, a little bit nerve-wracking there for a minute. Perron intercepts the centering pass, and here's O'Reilly now. Dumping it in as he crosses the blue line. Carlo spins away from his man behind that, gets it to Curley, to Marchand, and they combine to get it out. Toe drag across the St. Louis line, and then hooked by Pietrangelo. So there will be a penalty coming up to St. Louis. Cross-ice passes and held in by McAvoy. And the face-off go, or the whistle goes. There we have a look there, a hook and call, uncharacteristic penalties here by St. Louis. Boston's 2 for 2 on the power play. You're down 4-0 late here in the second period. What are you doing taking a penalty like that? Here's Krug to Neely. Fergus to Neely. Parayko. And away comes St. Louis. Maybe taking Boston a little bit lightly here this evening. I don't know why you would if you just look at this roster. It's curious as to why Boston has the record they do so far this season. They're not showing their record here this evening. Here's Shen in the slot. Gets a wrister away, but Rask makes it look routine. Gives it to Krug, and out comes Boston. Here's Busick. Slapper from a bad angle. And it's caught against the sweater by Joseph. Power play half over. 1:03 gone in the power play to be exact. Bergeron, Pasternak, and Marchand will be out. And puck is tied up by O'Reilly. And Dunlop skates it away, gives it to O'Reilly, crosses the Bruins logo at center and into the Bruins zone. Into the corner. Watch there, tries a wraparound, but Rask wise to that move. One better into another. What is that? What am I, a rookie? It's Rapper. I think it's Rapper. Fergus to Busick. And the Bruins win the draw. They got less than 30 seconds left in their power play. Here's Neely. Behind the net to Fergus, taken away though. And St. Louis will clear. 10 seconds left. Jackman gives it to O'Reilly. And it looks like St. Louis will kill their first. Power play of the game. As Boston now is 2 for 3 on the night. 4:29 left, second period. 4-0 Boston. St. Louis not showing a lot of signs of life here. Here's O'Reilly skating it out with Case. Cross the line, but he's bodied off the puck by Falk. But it's back on the Bruins sticks. And Case, here's Ari at the point. Another penalty coming up to the Blues. Here's Case in the slot. Taken away by Falk. But as he touches it, there goes Schenn with the skate of shame. We'll have a look at the infraction here. Another hook, just another needless hook it looks like there. Doesn't look like that needed to happen. I think maybe the Blues think some of these calls might be a little bit weak, but what can you say? And here's Krejci, Marchand! There's that set play, but Marchand wasn't quite over. And Joseph's lateral movement was quick enough to take him into the path of that shot. No rebound. Oates ties up his man Krug to Pasternak. Oh, nice save there. Pasternak tries to bounce it off the back of Joseph, it looked like there, but Joseph able to thwart that opportunity. Have a look here. Pronger absolutely levels Marchand. Oh, man. There are a lot of people that love to see Marchand get knocked around like that. I'll tell you that. Brouwer tied up here. Oh, Pasternak skates right into the slot. And a nice glove stop by Cujo. Here's Brouwer now at center. Jackman joins the rush. It's 2-on-1. Oh, and then he opts for a backhander that I think he fanned on a bunch. And it rolls into the pads of Rouse. And he hangs on easily for the face-off. Blues looked like they had a dangerous short-handed chance, but it fizzles. Here's Fergus to Neely. 3 Bruins away. Finds the trailer. O'Reilly! Shot deflected into the corner. Middleton first one, too. Skates it right onto the slot. Can't get the shot away. Neely in front. In too tight to get it past Joseph. Or to elevate it over Joseph. And he's got it. Here we have a look at old Seabiscuit. Fergus, Busick, and Neely out to take the face-off. Again, it's Oates and McMillan. Here's Fergus. Spins. Sharp angle, though, and Joseph was all over that. Fergus takes the face-off again. And he wins it clean back to Middleton. Neely, the wrist shot. That one's caught by the armpit. And held again for another face-off. Bruins winning a lot of face-offs here on this power play. Really controlling play here, keeping it in the St. Louis end. Another win by Fergus. Middleton. Fergus, short side. They're trying that short side blocker side a lot, it seems, on Curtis Joseph. Parayko. Stops near the blue line, feeds it over to Pronger, back to Parayko. Pronger's shot is blocked nicely by Neely, and Fergus takes it away. Spins in the corner. Oh, one-timer by Neely, and I don't think that one got through to Joseph. He was sprawled out on his butt. Cleared away. O'Reilly to Perron. Tarasenko driving for the net, and it's taken away. Krejci passes it up to Pasternak at center. And across the Blues line. Passes intercepted. Fergus still gets to it first. Pasternak one-timer. Parayko blocked it. In the corner. Puck battle. St. Louis wins it. And O'Reilly skates away. Gives it to Perron. Shot. Pad. Saved by Rask. bounces off the end boards right back to him. And he jumps on the puck for the face-off. 5.5 seconds left, second period. Boston looks to be in complete control of this one. Kick back to Falk. Done. Falk, done. Shot! And that's deflected wide. And that will signal the end of the second frame. Boston continuing its stunning start in the first period. The dominance on full display. It's 4-0. Krejci with the hat trick. Big reason for this. Here you see the shots after the second period. Boston really did turn it on. Had a couple more power plays that they did not capitalize on. They did get the only goal of the period. 16 more shots to their credit in that period. Here is Pasternak winning the face-off at center. Gives it to McAvoy, to Pasternak, and he skates it in against Pronger. Guys go far side, blocker side, and the save is made. Slap shot from the point. We got another penalty coming up to the Blues. Another hooking call, and this one's going to Brett Hull. I mean, is that a way to get rest on a front end of a back-to-back? Is to take a lot of penalties? You know, sit on your butt in the penalty box instead of play the damn game? I don't understand what is happening with the discipline of the Blues here this evening. Here's Pronger in front. Parayko takes it away and gives it to Shen. Parayko to McMillan. It's offside. Third face-off of the third period, and we have not crossed the 1 minute mark yet. Bergeron to O'Reilly. Oh, here we go. Pass intercepted, but Pasternak gives it back to Bergeron. Short side, nice save. Jackman with the rebound and it's cleared out the center. O'Reilly was skated into Boston territory. Stops along the boards, feeds it down low. Pietrangelo can't get a stick on it, and it ends up on the stick of O'Reilly. And Boston with pace. Back to the point, deflected. Bergeron in front of the net, deflects the point shot. And it's another power play goal for the Boston Bruins. It's 5-0. The rout is in full force. I ain't got the time. And if my daddy thinks I'm fine. One-timer deflection. There you see it on the replay. Penetrating the zone and just firing it back to Middleton, who gets the shot away. That was O'Reilly. Passes it back there. You have a beautiful look at that deflection. Changing direction on Joseph. Against the grain by his blocker before he had a chance to react. And Boston is lethal tonight on the power play. 3 for 5. Oh, and Perron just took a slash by Pasternak. And we got another whistle. And we got a penalty to the Bruins this time. We have a look there, maybe a little cell job by Perron on that one. Nobody accuses him of ever cell jobbing anything. Here is Fedorko to take the face off for the Blues. He wins back to Falk. Kachuk's shot is blocked by Chara. And cleared down the ice by McAvoy. Back to collect it is Kachuk. Bounce pass up at center to Hull. And he speeds into the Bruins territory. Nobody's ever accused Hull of that. Oh, that shot sounds like it hit the mask of Rask. And the rebound falls at the feet of Chara. And he's able to negotiate it down the ice. Falk. Pass is almost picked off. But it gets to Fedorko. Fedorko to Hull. Back to Falk. Walks in and slaps it. And Rask seemingly in position. The perfect position on almost every shot tonight. Has made it look easy. Excellent save by Rask. Just an all-around perfect game from him this evening, it seems. Carlo wins the draw and dumps it out to center, but no farther as Pronger And Perron quickly turned it back in. Carlo, though, intercepts the pass. And Curley now was skated into St. Louis territory. Watched by a couple of them. Gets it around behind the net. Back to Carlo at the point. Carlo D-to-D, but it's taken away by O'Reilly. And 3 St. Louis Blues come out the center. But O'Reilly tries to split the D and gives it away. And then it's turned over the blue line, but it's offside. 16 seconds left in the St. Louis power play. 16:22 left. Third period. It's 5-0. Boston Bruins. Face off. Oates wins it back to Pietrangelo. To O'Reilly, down low to Oates. There's Pronger! And there it is! The goose egg is broken. Chris Pronger on the power play from the slot walks in and he is found and fires it over the glove of Tuukka Rask. Throw out your cares and fly. We're gonna go for a ride. It's 5-1 now. Have another look there at the replay. Pronger skates in, and by the looks on his face, he let out a karate yell, or maybe a tennis yell, a Monica Seles, as he fired that puck past Rask. Ari to Krejci across the line. Pronger watching him. One-timer to Neely! And that's a nice stop by Joseph, and the rebound goes over the glass. You have to wonder why Joseph is still in the net here. I don't know. I mean, he hasn't been horrible, but he hasn't been great either. I mean, can't fault him for a few of those goals, especially the power play ones. Here's Krejci, backhander, looking for more. Nice stop by Joseph. He was alert. Had to be quick off of that sudden turnover. Ari to Char in front of his zone net. Gives it to Busick. To Neely out at center to Krejci and across the line. Along the boards. Watched there by Pietrangelo into the corner. Tries to center it, but it's intercepted by Schenn and it rolls out to center. As the Blues clear. Here's Schwartz to Schenn now. Kachuk skating for the front of the net. Schenn can't find him. Dumps it back to Pronger. Here's Schenn, side of the net, on his backhand. Pronger. Pass is deflected. Cross-ice pass is read well by Chara. And a nice defensive play there. Gets the puck out for Boston. Dumped in deep as across the blue line to get changed. And burner on. Off the turnover. And he comes close. Nice save by Joseph. Here's Kachuk turning over the other way. Against Ari and Chara knocks it off his stick. And Bergeron now. Tries to go outside, inside on Pronger, but can't get it past him. This puck is still controlled by Boston. Pasternak. His pass is intercepted by Tarasenko and dumped in behind the net. Oates. Bounce pass from Tarasenko is off the mark. Ari tries to find Krug. That's off the mark. Here's Oates now. To the point to Parayko, and there is a shot. Seen all the way by Rask, and he makes the save. Chris Pronger's first goal of the season tonight. We have 11:35 left. St. Louis quickly running out of time. They're going to need one of the miracle-type comebacks here. Prentice is absolutely level as he crosses the blue line. That's why he dropped it off back, turned it over. Brouwer knocked off the puck. Here's it's close there at the side of the net for McMillan. Here's Prentice now. Tries to center it. It's intercepted. Dunlop turns it over. Brouwer to McMillan. McMillan. Stick handles to the boards. Watched by McAvoy. Falk. Slapper. Rask at the top of his crease. Perfect position. Makes the stop. No rebound. Halfway through this third period. It's 5-1 for Boston. Few good hits in this one as always. So we have a look at Falk getting physical. Boston wins the defensive zone draw. And he's skating around behind their own net. Curley skates it away with O'Reilly. Close call there at the blue line, but it's ruled offside. Have a look there at the Boston Bruins' upcoming games. Like I said, it's the front end of a back-to-back for them. They got the Rangers tomorrow night. St. Louis has the Bruins tomorrow night. And here they come. Here's Perron to Dunn. Back to Perron to O'Reilly in the corner. Back to Dunn to Perron to Dunn. Perron for Durko. Dunn again. Handling the puck here a lot as they work it around. Perron can't get the one-timer at the net. Case just dumps it in behind the net. And the Bruins making the Blues come the whole length of the ice here. Here's O'Reilly. Perron. One-timer! That shatters the stick of Carlo. But Curele controls. Oh, Perron turns it over. Gives it to O'Reilly. Carlo has a new stick, though. There's Perron. Tries to center it, and that new stick works well for Carlo as he deflects that centering pass away. Hodge Sr. wins the puck battle along the boards and clears it, skates it away for Boston. Curele to Hodge, and he turns back all the way back to his blue line, and then back across into St. Louis territory. To Carlo. Tries to feed the slot. Marchand can't handle it cleanly. It's still knocked around there, and now Marchand's going to get a tripping call as Oates was able to pick up the puck. So with 6:13 left in the third period and the shutout broken, Boston is on the penalty kill again, and the fifth worst power play in the league goes to work. Federico's tied up there. O'Reilly turns it over there. Here's Tarasenko! 2 whacks! 2 saves by Rask, and it's cleared down the ice. Kachuk. Long lead pass at center to Hull. Across the line. Stopping, circling. Trying to find someone. He does skate into the slot. Passes knocked away by Chara, but Hull still has control. To Kachuk to the line to Hull! Give and go as he came back into the slot. But Rask was right there to make the save on the Golden Brett. Federico. Hull and Tarasenko. Federico and Tarasenko. Eh? Sounds like the Bears skit or something. Anyway, puck is dumped down the ice. Under 5 minutes left, third period. Boston trying to get this time to tick down, and they're just happy to dump it. Watch the seconds bleed off the clock as Pietrangelo bounced past his own blue line to Hull. He skates it into Boston territory. Here's Federico. Pronger in the slot. Can't get his shot away. Pietrangelo to Federico. Federico to Pronger. Rising slap shot goes over the net. And O'Reilly gets to Curele to Carlo to Krug. Across the line to Marchand. As the penalty expires. It's turned over and Perron now. Just dumps it deep. Krug. Met there by Hull, and he skates right out in front. Tries to shove it 5-hole, but Rask makes the stop. Pasta dumps it in behind the net as he crosses the blue line. Pronger there with Busick hounding him. And Pronger comes away with it. Pasternak intercepts it, turning attempt at the line. Bergeron looking at the stop. Oh, Busick comes close on the backhand, and there's another one-timer, and that one stopped. Perron now. Pietrangelo. There's 2 minutes left here, third period. And this was most assuredly almost in the books here. Here's Perron. Wrist shot up high to Rask. Rebound rolls back to him. And he snatches it with the glove. And we'll get a face-off. 1 minute, 50 seconds left. And Bergeron will face off against Dunlop. Dunlop wins back to Pareko. Yeah, McMillan with a quick shot. And a nice save by Rask. Here's McMillan and Dunlop trying to find each other or open some space, but it's taken away from them. And here's Bergeron. Bergeron, toe drag, knocked off the puck by Brouwer. Brouwer's pass is intercepted by Marchand. Quickly puts it on net. And Cujo, cat-like reflexes, snags it out of midair. No rebound. Almost a minute. 1:01 in fact left in the third period As Boston's looking to coast home in this one. Here's Ari. Busick. Shot. Nice blocker save. Rebound. Score! David Krejci has his 4th goal of the game. Winner for the time to be right. Just to take you along. Krejci's got 4. And it's 6-1 Boston. Wow. What a night for David Krejci. Could this break the Bruins out of this early season funk, or are they emptying the tank here all in one shot? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But hey, you can have a look at there. He just picks up the rebound in the slot, spins and fires on the backhand quickly, and beats Curtis Joseph, who's having a horrible night. Busick and Ari get the assists on Krejci's 4th of this night. And here's Dunlop. Watched by Chara. Tries to center. Busick takes it away. Skates away with Neely. Watch closely. Gets it back to Chara. Here's a shot! Krejci. And that one is stopped. Here's Neely turning the puck over. Busick counting for it. But the Blues do get it out. Here's Kachuk to Schwartz. Schwartz in and oh! Shen couldn't handle that centering pass. He would have had a nice chance there. Busick. Chara slapper! Saved by Joseph. 17.4 seconds left in the 3rd period. By golly, I tell you about. Krejci and Shen tie up. Puck comes loose. And the Bruins get a shot into the logo of Joseph. You see the face-off numbers. Heavy edge for Boston in this game. Chara from the shot. That one's away wide. Chuck will skate out the center. 5 on the clock. Shot by Falk. That was short side. Nice save. And that will do it for tonight's tilt. Well, Boston needed a statement win, a win maybe to gain some momentum, and they definitely did that tonight. They needed goal scoring, and they got 6 goals tonight. 4 of them from Krejci, who was unbelievable this evening. And Rask, of course, very solid in a net. Shutout was broken there in the 3rd period, unfortunately, but nonetheless, the important thing were the 2 points, and the Bruins definitely come away with that this evening. Let me know what songs were used in the goal calls. There's a line from a song in every goal call. Make sure you check that out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at @SportsStation. So that's double S at the start and a double S in the middle. So S Sports Station on Twitter. 38-29. Then you see the final shot totals. Boston not very sharp, but very sharp. 3 for 5 on that power play. St. Louis not too shabby either. 1 for 2. But St. Louis kept giving Boston those chances and they win. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and we'll see you again.